Nairobi High Court petition number E283 of 2023 against the Attorney General, the Clerk of the Senate, the Speaker of the Senate Committee of Powers and Privileges, and the Senate of the Republic of Kenya. In the petition, the Senator sought conservatory orders barring the Senate Committee of Powers and Privileges from proceeding with the inquiry into her conduct. The court, while certifying the matter as urgent, declined to grant the conservatory orders sought and instead ordered that the application be served and be mentioned on 21st September 2023 to confirm compliance and for further directions. The committee therefore proceeded with the inquiry as per the law. It concluded its inquiry and tabled a report before the Senate thereon on 9 August 2023, upon which a motion for the consideration of the report of the committee was debated in the following terms: that the Senate adopts the report of the Committee of Powers and Privileges on the inquiry on its own motion into conduct of Senator Gloria Oruoba MP, and to establish if the conduct constituted breach of parliamentary privilege laid on the table of the Senate on Wednesday, 9 August 2023. Honorable Senators, you recall that the debate on the motion commenced on 10th August 2023, and on 20th September 2023, the Senate, by resolution, adopted the report of the Committee of Powers and Privileges. The recommendations adopted by the Senate on the matter were that, 1, pursuant to Section 17(3)(g) of the Parliamentary Powers and Privileges Act 2017, the Senator be suspended from the House for the remainder of the second session of the 13th Parliament. And 2, pursuant to Section 17(3)(d) of the Parliamentary Powers and Privileges Act 2017, restriction of access to the precincts of Parliament, as defined in Section 3 of the Parliamentary Powers and Privileges Act 2017, and Standing Order 2 of the Senate Standing Orders, and withholding the use or enjoyment of any specified facility provided to members by Parliament to be applied to the Senator for the remainder of the second session of the 13th Parliament. And 3, on resumption of Senate sitting for the third session, the Senator, while at the bar, apologizes to the Senate, honorable Senators, the Clerk of the Senate, and the Secretariat of Parliament before being admitted to the Senate, pursuant to Section 17(3)(c) of the Parliamentary Powers and Privileges Act 2017. This resolution of the Senate was communicated to the Senator via letter reference number SEN/RESOLS/24/2023-01, dated 20th September 2023, and was under implementation by the Senate. Honorable Senators, on 20th of September 2023, Senator Gloria Oruoba again filed a judicial review application number E008 of 2023 in Machakos High Court against the Clerk of the Senate, the Speaker of the Senate Committee of Powers and Privileges, and the Senate of the Republic of Kenya. The Senator sought leave to apply for judicial review orders to quash the recommendations of the Committee of Powers and Privileges and the resolution of the Senate made on 28th September 2023. The Senator further sought orders to restrain the respondents referred to herein above from implementing the recommendations of the report of the Committee of Powers and Privileges as adopted by the Senate on 28th September 2023. The Senator also sought orders to compel the respondents to give effect to Articles 10, 27, 31, 33, 36, 47, 50, and 117 of the Constitution of Kenya. On 20th September 2023, the matter was heard ex parte before the High Court at Machakos, and orders were issued whose effect was to suspend implementation of the resolution of the Senate of 20th September 2023, as contained in the report of the Committee of Powers and Privileges, pending a hearing and determination of the substantive judicial review application. By a communication from the Chair to the Senate dated 5th October 2023, in the presence of Senator Gloria Oruoba, MP, following the resolution of the Senate to adopt the report of the Committee of Powers and Privileges on the conduct of the Senator, and having considered this matter after taking into account previous rulings of Speakers of Parliament and the court decisions, it was the Speaker's ruling that whereas the Senate was dissatisfied with the conservatory order obtained by Senator Gloria Oruoba, the Senate shall comply with the said order while reserving its right to rigorously defend its position in court, and that the Senate did not breach the Constitution or any other law in arriving at its decision to suspend the Honorable Senator. Honorable Senators, Machakos High Court, JR, which means Judicial Review Application number E283 of 2023, Gloria Oruoba versus AG, Clerk of the Senate, and 3 others, was subsequently transferred to the High Court at Milimani and was heard before Honorable Justice L.N. Mugambi, and judgment was delivered electronically on 15 January 2025. It was the finding of the court that the petitioner, ex parte applicant, Senator Gloria Oruoba, MP, was provided with the opportunity to appear and state a case, presumably even raising all the manner of preliminary issues before the 4th respondent. But she instead opted not to participate and walked out on the 4th respondent, having voluntarily refused to participate. I find that there was no infringement of right to fair administrative action or the right to fair hearing in the circumstances of this case. I thus dismiss this petition, judicial review application, with the courts to the respondents. The import of the judgment is that the court order staying the resolution of the Senate on the report of the Committee of Powers and Privileges, as well as any other consequential orders in the matters filed by the Honorable Senator, have lapsed. The suspension of Senator Gloria Oruoba may now therefore commence. Honorable Senators, you recall that a resolution of the Senate, let me have mercy to these honorable senators. Just sit there where you are. Senator of Busia County, I did not say you extend greetings, but to find your seat. Honorable Senators, you recall that by resolution of the Senate dated 28 September 2023, Senator Oruoba was suspended from the House for the remainder of the second session of the 13th Parliament, which session ended on 7th December 2023, as per standing order that 1-1 of the Senate standing orders, which period amounted to 79 calendar days. However, Senator Oruoba MP obtained leave from the court, staying the resolution of this House. By the wording of the court order, the leave granted operated a stay of the suspension of Senator Oruoba MP and unbarring from the Senate proceedings for the remainder of the second session of the 13th Parliament from the date of adoption of the report by the Senate in being 28 September 2023. The consequence of the stay of suspension by the High Court is that Senator Gloria Oruoba MP did not serve any of her suspension as resolved by the Senate. Honorable Senators, in accordance with Section 15(7), as read together with the paragraph 4 of the third schedule of the Parliamentary Powers and Privileges Act, the responsibility for enforcing the resolution of the Senate on the report of the Committee of Powers and Privileges is vested in the Speaker. Having considered this matter and taking note of the judgment delivered by the court on 15th August 2025, and the orders therein, Senator Gloria Oruoba shall now forthwith commence a suspension following the resolution of the Senate of 20th September 2023 and of the report of the Committee of Powers and Privileges on our conduct. The 79 calendar days that were to be appointed in the year 2023 will therefore run from today, Wednesday, 12th February 2025, to Thursday, 1st May 2025. The office of the Clerk of the Senate is directed to enforce the resolution of the Senate made on the 20th of September 2023 in the terms referred to above. I thank you. The senator is looking at me with so yeah, because you are looking at me and I have no recourse to what I have communicated, but on humanitarian grounds, let me give you a minute or two to say something as you commence your suspension.
Thank you, Speaker, for giving me this time to possibly offer my apologies to the members of this House and to the members of the staff who I might have offended as I pursued whatever I was pursuing in terms of oversight or legislation. Mr. Speaker, if there is anyone, and I know that there are people who have actually come up to me and told me that I offended them, take this as my sincere apology. And truly, from the bottom of my heart, and as you can see, I have learned how to present and represent people better. And it is a learning curve, Mr. Speaker. However, I do understand that also I own up my actions and I own up my space. And so therefore, as I proceed for my suspension, I do hope that those I have offended will find it in their hearts to forgive me, and that it was not my intention to put out and maybe put out the Senate to seem that I'm trying to ridicule this upper house. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. As you have written yourself, for sure, it's like you are maturing. So thank you, all the best. Next order. Next order, clerk.